Traveling with kids is stressful enough. Well, try doing it around the holidays. Nothing will make you want to time travel through the holidays to get them over and done with if you don't know some tips and helpful advice to make it easier for you and your little ones. Well, here to help us out is a traveling mom herself and business owner who started a company because she did so much traveling with her own children. Rania Kfuri, who is the president of Like Birdie. They design and manufacture travel accessories for infants and toddlers. Rania, thank you so much for joining us here today. And you're going to give us some helpful tips for traveling with families because this is something that personally affects you, no?
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much for having me. And I'm so happy to be talking about family travel, especially this time of year with the holidays coming soon.
It's definitely a topic on everybody's mind. So let's start off with some of the tips that you gave us. The first one was do your research. How important is that?
Yes, it's very important to do your research before you travel, especially as a family and during the holiday season, which is so busy. We definitely encourage people to have a travel plan in mind, at least a general idea of what their travel plans, involve. If they're driving, taking a road trip to visit family, know your route, have an idea of where you plan to stop along the way. And then if you're traveling by plane, also know how long it's going to take you to get to the airport and have an idea as far as also your arrival airport and your airport transfer time. Because sometimes people don't realize that airports, can be a little far away from where they're actually planning to stay when they arrive at their destination. So know, how far that transfer time is going to take you. And then if you're staying at a hotel, also know if they have any amenities that you like to think about, like free Wi-Fi is very important for families these days, as well as free parking.
And talking about traveling, avoid peak travel days is your next tip.
Yes.
So important.
Yes.
Why?
Yes, so important, especially when you're traveling with little ones. You're just trying to avoid staying in the car for a little bit extra time. And also, if you can try to travel on days, leading up to the holiday, if you can travel at least 2 days before the holiday versus the day right before the holiday. Or also there are travel days that no matter what are busy, regardless of holiday travel time. So, Fridays or Sundays are also busy times at airports and on the roads. And then certain times of day also can be a little bit more busy, like if you're flying from the 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. time period, that can be a little bit more busy. So if you try and work around those times, if you can travel, at 10 a.m. versus at 5 p.m., it would probably be better, and it'll take some time off of your travel.
And it'll help with the kids because having all that hustle and bustle around them, I'm sure, is not a good thing. It just adds to the stress and anxiety of the traveling. One of the your next tip rather is leave early.
Yes.
Especially with kids, you never know what's going to come up.
Yes. And that again is something that's not just relevant to holiday travel time. When you're traveling as a family, you want to give yourself a little bit of a buffer as far as the time goes so that you're not stressing down to the wire. If you're planning to, let's say, be at the airport, 2 hours ahead of time, give yourself an extra hour. It'll help you to just be able to walk to your gate versus run to your gate. And that's really important because, you want it to be a positive experience.
Now, your next tip was pack efficiently. Is that possible with children involved? Because it seems like you need to pack everything to get them on their way. How can you pack efficiently with kids?
Yes, well, that's something for us at Like Birdie, we like to consider ourselves experts on. But no, really, as a family, try to pack efficiently. Don't overpack. Count out the number of days that you're going to be away. And then, think about, also those special occasion outfits that you might need during the holiday season. But don't add too much to your load. And if you're going to visit family and you know that you'll have access to a washer and dryer, also that's something to think about, especially when you're traveling with little kids, that you'll be able to, access that so you won't have to take too much with you.
All right, great. Now the next one, take snacks.
Yes.
Kids love snacks.
Yes.
Why take snacks?
Yes. As a parent, you'll know that we always have snacks with us. But definitely during travel, I think that, to have your child be able to relax, sit down and have a snack, or in the car, it's helpful to just let them relax. And so it's good to be prepared with snacks. I think if you're going for a road trip, I usually like to take snacks for the way there and the way back so that, when we get in the car to drive home, I'm not thinking, oh, I need to stop to buy snacks. I actually already have them with me. So being prepared in that way with snacks is good. And then if you're traveling by plane, also also it's good to have snacks to last you at least to the drive to the airport and then going through the check-in and arriving at the gate. Because once you get to the gate, you'll be able to, there are lots of little stores or restaurants where you can pick up any extra things that your children may need. And also it's important for the flight to request a kids meal if that's something that you think is relevant for your children.
Okay, now the next tip seems more for the adults than the children. It says stay connected.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Yes, well, it's, these days it's as important for the children. Stay connected is definitely something important. You can do it with your smartphone. Many people have smartphones these days, and that is a great tool for travel. Many travel professionals rely on apps to help them with traffic alerts or keeping their information organized. It definitely helps for families as well. And then you can use, communication tools like Skype or Viber, which are free, which is great if when you're traveling you can access free Wi-Fi. And if you're, let's say even abroad, you can communicate for free with your family and friends back home, and grandparents can see their grandchildren, and that's how it's relevant for families.
And that seems to kind of tie into the next tip, which is be prepared. These things will kind of help you be more prepared?
Yes, definitely. With travel, like in anything in life, there are things that are unforeseen that can occur. And so you just want to be prepared. When you're taking to the road, make sure your car is in good condition. That's something that we always hear from, organizations like AAA around the holidays. They remind people, and it's so important. And also, if you're traveling by plane, having things with you in case of delay, like medication, if that's relevant for your family, or diapers, extra diapers or wipes, enough to get you through in case you have any extra delays due to unexpected weather changes or delays.
Now I'm sure the children are going to love this next tip. Have an activity bag for them.
Yes, yes, definitely. That's something that our Birdie has enjoyed. We will usually have for her like a light backpack that you'll pick up some things from, for example, some stores like Target. They have a dollar aisle, or from the dollar store, stickers, a coloring book with crayons. You can even find small dry and erase boards with kid-friendly markers, things like that are lightweight books also that you can put in there. And then we usually leave it for a surprise. So once we get into the car for our road trip, or when we get onto the airplane, we let her open it up and she sees all the things inside, and they can keep her occupied, and it's good for her and it's good for fellow travelers as well.
Now the 9th tip is to mail the gifts ahead to the destination. So talk about lightening your load. Yes. That'll kind of help you have to worry about less things.
Yes, definitely. If you can, send your gifts ahead of time by mail. This will help you a lot if you're going by road, that you won't have to have so many things in your car. And then if you're traveling by plane, knowing that you're not really allowed to have any wrapped gifts. And if you do like to take time and gift wrap, which some people do around the holiday season, it would be nice. You can just, wrap the gifts at home with your own time, not feeling rushed, and then go ahead and mail them. And since we still have some lead up time to the holidays, there is time to still think about doing that. So it's something to take advantage of.
Great. And the last tip is to keep the holiday spirit, and that's so important as people kind of keep the focus on the reason for the season. Well, thank you so much for coming on board and giving us all these tips, Rania. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. We're definitely wishing everybody a safe and happy holiday season.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.